Whiskers twitched, eyes blinked open. The kittens were waking up ready to start their day. Each one had a unique personality and a special charm that made them stand out. The sun peeked through the window, casting a golden glow across the room. It was a brand new day, full of possibilities and adventures waiting to unfold. 4 little kittens stretched in the warm sunbeam, their tiny bodies waking up to the gentle warmth. They loved this time of the morning when everything felt fresh and new. Max, the biggest of the bunch, had white fur with black spots. He was always full of energy and loved to bounce around the room, exploring every nook and cranny. Luna, with her sleek black fur, was a master of pouncing. She could leap high into the air and land gracefully, always ready for the next playful challenge. Then came Lily. Lily had the softest white fur and a fluffy tail that never stopped moving. She was always curious, wagging her tail as she explored her surroundings. Last was Tiny, the smallest kitten of all. Despite his size, he had a big heart and a brave spirit. Tiny had stripes of gray and a tiny meow that was just as adorable as he was. He might have been the smallest, but he was full of personality. The kittens were ready for fun. Their eyes sparkled with excitement as they looked around, eager to see what the day would bring. What would they do today? The possibilities were endless, and the kittens couldn't wait to start their new adventures. First, a game of tag. The kittens were full of energy and excitement, darting around the room with boundless enthusiasm. Max zoomed across the room, his little paws barely touching the ground as he sped by. Luna chased after him, her tail swishing back and forth like a playful pendulum. She was determined to catch him. Meanwhile, Lily pounced on a toy mouse, tossing it high into the air and catching it with delight. She loved her little toy. Tiny batted at a ball of yarn, chasing it under a chair and then pulling it back out again. The yarn was her favorite plaything. The kittens tumbled and rolled together, their happy meows filling the room with a joyful symphony. They were having the time of their lives. Next, it was time to explore. The kittens' curiosity knew no bounds as they ventured into new territories. The kittens crept under the couch, pretending it was a jungle filled with hidden treasures and mysterious creatures. They peeked from behind curtains, their eyes wide with curiosity and wonder. Every shadow was a new discovery. Every corner of the house was an adventure waiting to happen. From the highest shelves to the darkest nooks, the kittens explored it all with fearless hearts. Suddenly, Lily spotted something amazing. A giant ball of red yarn sat on a shelf just out of reach. Lily's eyes widened with excitement. She had to get that yarn. She jumped, but the shelf was too high for her. Lily wiggled her nose thoughtfully. She needed a plan. Meow, 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 Lily called to her brothers and sister. She pointed with her paw at the yarn on the shelf. Max, Luna, and Tiny understood. They had to help her. Section 4. Teamwork to the rescue! Max stood on his hind legs reaching for the shelf. He stretched as far as he could, his little paws just inches away from the prize. The shelf seemed so high, almost out of reach, but Max was determined. He knew he had to try his best. He was strong, but not strong enough. Despite his best efforts, the object remained just out of his grasp. Max's determination was unwavering, but he needed help. Luna jumped on Max's back, trying to climb higher. She balanced carefully, her eyes focused on the goal. Together, they formed a wobbly tower of teamwork, but they both wobbled and fell in a heap. Their combined efforts, though valiant, were not enough to reach the shelf. They tumbled to the ground, but their spirits remained high. Tiny, the smallest, squeezed under the shelf. His small size allowed him to navigate spaces the others couldn't. He wriggled and squirmed, determined to contribute to the mission. He pushed with all his might, but the yarn wouldn't budge. Despite his best efforts, the ball of yarn remained stubbornly in place. Tiny's strength was admirable, but it wasn't enough. Then Lily had an idea. Her eyes lit up as the solution came to her. She knew exactly what to do to get the yarn down. She jumped onto the back of the couch. From this higher vantage point, she could see the yarn clearly. Her plan was coming together perfectly. Carefully, she stretched out her paw and swatted at the yarn. Her movements were precise and calculated, aiming to knock the yarn off the shelf. The ball of yarn tumbled off the shelf and landed with a thump. The cats cheered in unison. Their teamwork had paid off. They had succeeded together, proving that with cooperation, anything is possible. Section 5. Happy and tired. The kittens cheered. They pounced on the yarn, batting it back and forth. Red yarn flew everywhere as they played and played. Finally, tired out, the kittens curled up in a furry heap. The red yarn was scattered around them like a warm, cozy blanket. It had been a perfect day,